Alright, so I had to make this video real quick. So I just got off for work, okay? And so there was this Hopi guy, right? On the side of a subway. And he was missing a leg, you know, he had a prosthetic and stuff. And I was taking out the trash, asked him if he was okay, needed anything, right? And a lady came in, you know, and she got a sandwich, but it was expensive, right? And all she had was $10. So I paid the rest of it, right, for her sandwich. That's what we do sometimes, you know, if I can. And so yeah, I got her sandwich, you know, paid the rest of it. And then when I took out the trash, you know, the guy was sitting there, you know, sitting on by the wall. And asked him if it was okay and all that stuff. So we were just chit-chatting and stuff like that, you know, and having some laughs, you know. He was giving me a story. And I told him he was good, you know, he could chill for a while, you know. And not going to chase him off or nothing like that, because I don't do that. And so we started talking and stuff, and he was talking about his life and all this stuff. And I don't know, so I was telling him about the suns, right? The Hopi prophecy, the blue sun, red sun. And as soon as I mentioned it to him, I was like, hey, by the way, when you get a chance, 15 minutes before the sun rises, and when the sun sets, take a look at the sun, and you'll know that the blue and red kachinas are here, right? And he looks at me, and he filled with, like, emotion, right? And it wasn't, like, sad, but he had this, like, overwhelming emotion, right? And he looks at me, and he says, this right here is going to sound weird, but I've been waiting for you. And I'm like, what? Okay, you know? I was like, but sir, anyway, you know, I was like, if you take a look, you know, you'll notice that the blue kachina and the red kachina are here, right? And he goes, I got something to give you. He's like, I've been waiting for you. And he gave me this. Check this out. He made this. He gives it to me. And he says it represents love, or life. He said life. And it has the butterfly and stuff. But look at this. He said he made this for me. And he says it represents life. And he told me thank you. And he said he's been waiting on that for a long time. And yeah, he said he's been looking for a sign, you know what I mean? And he's been waiting for me. But yeah, so I told him, you know, I go to work Monday, and yeah, and we'll, you know, have a conversation and whatnot and see how he's doing. But I was just like, yeah, I was like, just, you know, just know that the prophecy is coming, it's here, and get ready, you know. And his emotion was just, I could feel it, you know what I mean? I could feel his emotion. It was a good feeling, you know what I mean? Felt good, like you needed to hear it, I guess, right? But yeah, I just got off work, bloop, bloop. And yeah, I just thought I'd make this video. And yeah, his name's Lawrence. But yeah, that's cool. You know what else is interesting? He told me put magnets to it and carry it around with me everywhere I go. This is cool. Look at this. It's really neat. This is really cool. But yeah, it took him a minute to look for it in his backpack. But yeah, he said his friends left him there. They were supposed to give him a ride back to the res. I mean, if I was able to, I would. But yeah, he said, I guess things happen for a reason, you know? And I was like, right? But yeah, he was shocked that I was talking to him about the Hopi prophecy, and yeah, it was crazy. It was a good night. I had a great night. Yeah, he gave me $20 to go inside, you know. He's like, hey, do you think you could get me a sandwich and a drink? And I was like, yeah, what do you want? You know, because his legs, right? And he's like, I want to try those, the nachos thing. I was like, okay. What kind do you want? Steak? There's steak and chicken and cheese. And he's like, yeah, I'll take steak. So I went in there, hooked him up, you know. And then he paid for it, you know what I mean? And he didn't have to, but he's like, no, don't worry. He's like, I'm not, like, bummed out or nothing, you know. He's like, I got money. And I was like, oh, well, either way, you know, didn't bother me none, you know. He was just surprised that I wasn't like all these other people that are trying to run him off, you know, and be like, hey, you can't sit here and rest. But yeah. So brought him out his nachos and Gatorade, and talked for a minute, and then yeah, called for a ride for him. He just needed a ride, so I called his ride for him, and they were on the way. So he said he's gonna come see me Monday, you know, because I work Monday, and yeah, have a little chat. But all right, people, bam, check that out. That's pretty neat. It's all about love. He says I have love in life. Made my night. Well, I hope this makes your night too, you know? So, there ain't bad people out there. I mean, there's bad people out there, but not everybody. I mean, do unto those as you would want done to you, okay? Truth and love. I'm Michael, I'm signing out. Love y'all. Have a good night.